Doing well today. Welcome to today's video. If you guys are watching live with me this morning, please say hello so I can say hi back to you. And then if you're watching in the replay, just hashtag replay and I'll make sure I come back on later and say hi to you then. So if you guys are a little bit of housekeeping things before we get started on today's topic, which today's topic is ways to be more mindful with your eating this holiday season. So before we get into that, if you guys are watching this on Facebook this morning, I would encourage you to head on over to YouTube, hit the subscribe button and the bell to receive notifications for each time that I come live, which is Monday to Friday around 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, which I know today I am late, so I apologize. So let me just bring up my screen here so I can make sure I say hi to anybody that's popping in. Welcome to today. There's my voice. All right, so let's get into it, you guys. So during the holiday season, it is a time where often we feel a lot of guilt and shame and pressure around our eating. And so what I wanted to share with you guys today is just 4 ways that we can start to be a little more mindful with our approach to eating during the holiday season to make it just a little bit more enjoyable and stress-free and a little less overwhelming. So first of all, I wanted to share with you guys is when we're trying to be more mindful with our eating, a really good way to do that is to play with all of your senses. So beyond kind of savoring your food, you can tune into the food you eat with other senses. Like, what does the food look like? What does it smell like? What does it feel like? What sounds does it make as you chew? So noticing the full spectrum of your senses brings like a richness to your eating habits. So just try that as you're eating throughout the holiday season, of just really paying attention and bringing kind of that sense of all the awareness of your senses to your eating. And just see if you notice a shift in how you, either how much you eat or what you eat, and just really enjoying that moment, right? And just being present. And that's really a way to just make the holidays so much less stressful and overwhelming, is just by really being mindful and present during this time. So the next way that we can be a little bit more mindful with our eating this holiday season is to practice self-compassion. So over the holidays, many of us indulge a little bit more than we normally do, right? So this can, like I said, can also start to bring those thoughts of guilt and shame and judgment. So mindfully notice right now where you might be judging yourself, whether that be of like, oh, I ate way too many cookies, or oh, I ate much too much dinner. And just mindfully notice where you might be judging yourself and see if you can just tend to yourself with loving kindness instead. And knowing that there is no normal way to eat, and that if you have more cookies than you normally would, that is okay. And just really always coming back to being present, being mindful, and just always showing yourself that self-compassion and loving kindness. And then another way that we can be more mindful this holiday season is to notice our hunger and fullness cues, which this is a part of intuitive eating, which has really been beneficial in my own journey. But when we're able to kind of notice our hunger and fullness cues, it really helps us to judge how often we need to eat and how much we need to eat. So asking yourself the question of how often do you tune into what it feels like to be hungry or to be full? Often we let our mind dictate our eating habits rather than listening to our bodies, right? So, if society as a whole says, it's bad to eat cookies. So, you will go to that cookie already feeling like the judgment and the shame and the guilt, because your mind is telling you that. Where if we listen to our bodies, maybe your body does want a cookie, or maybe your body wants a piece of fruit, or maybe your body wants chips, whatever it be, right? So it can be helpful to consider, what does it feel like to be hungry? So what body sensations tell me when I have enough or when I want more? When it comes to feelings of fullness, eating slowly can support our ability to notice those cues. So really before, during, and after your meal, just really tuning into those hunger and fullness cues of whether or not your body is starting to tell you that it's full, that it's already full, or that it is still hungry. So once you can kind of start to bring the connection back to your body, That's going to help you to feel a lot less overwhelmed during the holidays when it comes to your eating, because you're actually going to be listening and tuning into your body rather than overindulging or, just getting to that point of feeling like uncomfortably full or painfully full, right? So just really being able to tune into your hunger and fullness cues and just listening to your body is really the biggest piece of advice for this. And then my final way for you guys to be a little bit more mindful this holiday season with your eating is to observe your body and don't forget to breathe. So during the holidays, we might find our digestion in need of a bit of a support, right? So one of the best ways we can support our body system is to notice where we are stressed and contracted to see if we can soften that tension. So that comes to like mindful breathing or, being able to just know to soften your shoulders, to relax your belly, and just enjoy the blessings of the food before you, right? So noticing your body as you go into your meals are also important too, and observing what your body is feeling like going into that meal. Like, do you feel stressed and tensed and like already kind of overwhelmed and stressed before you start the meal, never mind during and after the meal, right? So really just taking that moment to check in with your body and notice what it's feeling, and just bringing that sense of mindfulness to the body by relaxing the shoulders and the belly and the jaw and just breathing, connecting to that breath for a minute, taking that nice deep inhale and exhale. Just something as simple as taking a breath is really such an awesome way to just bring yourself more into the present moment and just add a little bit more mindfulness to your day, right? So those are just some simple ways that you guys can start to live from a place of being more mindful with your eating this holiday season. So I hope these little tips were helpful for you. And if you want any more kind of tips like this, I would encourage you to head on over to my free community, which is called imperfectlyperfectyou.ca. This is a community where we empower women to empower each other to find self-love at any size through many different holistic and mystic approaches, one of those being mindful eating or intuitive eating. So if you want to learn more about this, I would love to welcome you into this space. You can just click the description, the link in the description, and that'll take you to the group. So we would love to have you in there. Right now we are doing a 12 days of body positive holidays right now in that group. It is a super fun little challenge that we have going on where you get a little challenge card that you check off each day, and there's a special gift for anyone who completes the 12 days with us in the program, or in the little challenge. So that lies in my community too, the imperfectlyperfectyou.ca. So if you still want to join us, we are just on day 3, so there is some time for you to catch up still with us and play along with our 12 days of body positive holidays. So we'd love to have you in there for that. If you are in that challenge already, just shoot me a comment letting me know how you're enjoying the challenge so far, and if it is something that is helping you to be a little more body positive this holiday season. And before I head out of here, you guys, I just wanted to quickly share with you, where is my little link? Share with you my program that is available right now for 40% off. This is my signature program, the Self-Love Revolution with Martina, which is really helping you to transform the way that you view yourself, and that helping you to show up for life with confidence. Embrace my self-love at any size method that I've created, that has 6 key areas to really transform the way that you see yourself when we're talking about mindset work, mindful eating, mindful movement, body image practices, self-love, self-care, self-esteem, and finally building community. So these 6 key areas have really been the kind of like secret ingredient to my success and my kind of path of learning to find self-love at whatever size that I am. And so if that program sounds like something you need in your life, that you're struggling with those feelings of self-hate and you just need someone to stand beside you through your journey, I would love to be that person for you. The link to my program is in the description of this video. The 40% off price is only going to be available for a short amount of time. So if this is something that you want to take advantage of, I would encourage you to do so. So anyway, I hope you guys have the best day. If you had any questions about my program or just want to have a conversation, I would love to have you message me the word self-love, and we will just talk about the program, answer any questions you have. anything that I can help you with further in your self-love at any size journey, I would love to help you with. So please reach out if you feel the need to, and I would love to chat with you more about it. So that's all I had for you guys this morning. I hope you guys have the best day, and we will see you tomorrow for my video.